All right. Good evening. Can anyone hear me? Um, Good evening, everyone. We're a bit late today. Let's give it like 2 more minutes. We're beginning today's class by 7:05 while we wait for others to join. If you're joining us, please comment on the chat. Botforge, BOT4ORGE. Good evening, everyone. It's good to have you here. It's going to be a very interactive day. Day three of the orientation will be a very interactive day. We'll be building a simple automation, which will be your very first automation. You'll get a feel of the tool we'll be using. Today, we're going to be using make.com, the first tool we talked about on day one. Then we'll also be demoing a chatbot. Okay, not a chatbot this time, a voice agent. We'll be demoing a voice agent, an AI voice agent for you guys to hear. One of the voice agents we built for a client recently. We'll be demoing that. So if you're joining us, please comment BotForge on the live. We're waiting. Good evening, everyone. Mhm. It's going to be a really interactive class today. Very interactive. Lots to cover, so it might take a bit of time. It might take a bit of your time. Hopefully, that won't be a problem. I'm hoping you're in no hurry to leave us because we're in no hurry to let you go. All right. Soon we'll be starting the class. Mhm. All right. So it's time. Let's begin. Today is day three AI orientation. Getting started and the next steps. It's going to be quite a lengthy class because there's a whole lot to cover. Like I said earlier, we'll be building your very first automation. We want you to get a feel of one of the tools we'll be using. And specifically, we're going to be using make.com today. One of the most interactive and beginner-friendly tool you can get out there when it comes to AI automation. It's very visual. You see everything in a way that's so easy for beginners to get a feel. It's not as complicated as other tools. That's why we chose it. So then we'll also be demoing a voice agent. We'll be having a live call during this class. So by the end of today's class, you decide you get to know what tools are exactly what tools you will use. You'll see two tools in action. I know by now if you join day one and day two, you're already conversant with our tools. Yesterday we played with anything. The day before was Make. We're back to Make today because it's the most beginner friendly tool. And as a beginner, I advise you start with make.com. Make.com. You also get your week by week plan for enrollment to first income. Because we can't teach you AI automation in just 3 days, so it's going to be an 8 weeks course. It's an 8 weeks class, and we're very convinced and very sure that by the end of the 8 weeks, you will be ready. You'll be ready to make some good money. You get your first income because we'll teach you from the tools down to the marketing and how to get clients, how to manage clients, and then every other thing. Then you also get to understand which tier of our offer is right for you. We have three tiers. I won't be talking about saying so much about that now. You'll find out which tier is right for you and your situation based on who you are. We have three tiers that can cover everybody. So you know which is best for you. And you also know how to enroll and get started. Like I said, our classes will be starting on Monday officially. Our practical classes, enough of all the plenty talk. But luckily, we're going to have a bit of practicals today, very brief practical section today. And it will be an interactive one where everybody gets to build something live we all will be building something live. You'll be building your very first automation, and you see how easy it is because this is a very simple automation. And by the end of our 8 weeks class, we know you'll be able to handle more complex systems and more complex things. So, are you ready to join BotForge AI? I know you're ready. I know you're kicking. I know you're eager. So, quickly, before so let me cut too much of the talk. Let's go to a live tool demonstration. We're going to be building a lead capture and notification system using make.com. It's going to be a lead capture and notification system using make.com. All right, before we go into practical steps, let's wait for more people. More guys are joining us. I don't want, because we won't be going back and forth. Once we start building this, we're not going back. Although thankfully you can also watch this class tomorrow or any other time as convenient, and you can build alongside us. So we'll teach you how to set up your make.com account. And not only setting up, we'll also teach you step by step. You'll see it. I'll share my screen. I'll be building. You will also be following live from a Google form down to Google Sheet, and how you get emails and everything. We'll also route that. You get that. And there's a business problem. That's what we're going to be looking at, because before you build a system, there has to be a market for it. So what market is this our automation going to be serving? Which market would find this useful? So small businesses, for example, small business owner gets about 20 to 30 leads per day from his website. Please keep in mind what we are building is a simple demo, and if we're taking this to scale, we would have to connect it to a website. So, but for now, it's just a simple demo. A small business owner gets 20 to 30 leads per day from his website, and he currently waits 5 to 7 minutes per lead. So when you multiply 5 times 20, that's like almost 2 to 3 hours of his time every day. What he does, then he also checks his email every hour. He copies to his Google Sheet. He copies the leads from his email to his Google Sheet by hand, sends thank you emails and sends follow-up reminders. So quickly, what we're going to be building is a system that takes in his leads from his website, because this system can also be integrated to his website or any place of his choice. It takes in the leads from his website, fills the Google Sheets, and emails the right people. And all this will be done in basically 2 to 3 seconds with minimal effort. He gets his emails, he gets the reminders. We can also build to send thank you emails to the clients, but we won't be doing that today. We'll keep our automation simple. The plan is for you guys to get a feel, just to have a feel of make.com, and to understand how automation works and why we say it's a drag and drop process. So you see how simple it is. Without taking much of your time, I think it's time we start building. We have at least a sizable crowd here. The rest of the class can watch this later on and build alongside us. So without taking much of your time, please type make.com on your Chrome browser or any browser, because this is the platform we're going to be using, make.com, and we'll teach you how to set up accounts. We'll teach you how to set up an account on make.com. It's pretty easy. If you're with me, please type BotForge on the comments. I want to know if you're with me. I want this class to be very, very interactive. Please type BotForge on the comments if you can see me, if you're with me live. It would be nice to know that I'm not alone. All right. So quickly, make.com, that's the platform we're going to be using. All right. So quickly, make.com. Please type that on your browser before I go to setting up my account. I want to onboard you to your very first automation and platform. The beautiful thing about make.com is it's completely free. You can build as much as you want. 1,000 runs or operations per month is free, totally free. So you won't be spending so much money, and you can build as much as you want and test them live. So without taking much of your time, let's go straight to building. Let's go straight to building something. Uh, let me see. Platform is called make.com. Look at this. When you type that, you should see something like this. This is what we'll be building our very first automation. All right, but before we get to building on make.com, remember we said this is a simple demo, so we're not going to be connecting to a website. Instead, we're going to use a Google form for demonstration. So quickly type Google form, because we're going to create a very simple form. Google form. Let's create a very simple form that we'll use for our automation. All right, quickly sign in to the Google form. We're going to be using, can you guys see my screen? All right, you can see. Please, if you're just joining us, we're going to, I was explaining the process of onboarding to make.com and why we choose make.com, why we'll be using that to build our very first automation. Then I was also saying that quickly we would also use Google Form for this because it's a demo. Actually, a system like this is supposed to be connected to a front end, maybe a website or so. But because it's a simple demo and I want to take you guys along with building your very first automation, quickly we'll be setting up a Google form. The first thing we're going to be setting up is a Google form. And we want to create a blank form. It's a very simple form. We're calling this test. Please, if you have any questions or if I'm a bit too fast, let me know. We'll call this test form. Test form. Let's call this test form quickly. Can you see my screen? Please comment on the live chat, please. Test form. Then it's going to be a very simple form. So our test form will just have 3 fields. The first will be the name. Obviously, you can put anything you want in yours, but a name. Let's put the email. Remember, it's a lead capturing system. We're building a lead capturing system. Please keep that in mind. We're building a lead capturing system. So name, email. Can you see my screen? Please comment on the live chat. If you can see my screen, comment on the live chat. All right. I can see that. Can you see my screen, please? Sorry. Can you guys see my screen? All right, so we're going to create name, email is a test form quickly. What should we put? Name, email, please suggest on the comments, suggest on the live chat. I'm thinking. What do you want to learn? AI automation. What do you want to learn? Please build along with me. Go to Google Form, choose a blank form, name it test form quickly. These are the 2 prerequisites we will need. What do you want to learn? AI automation. Then let's say nothing, right? Nothing. Then okay, do you like board forge? Yes or no? Or just this is a test. Do you like board forge? So it's going to be a multiple choice again. Yes or no. So our Google form is ready. Can you see that? Please follow me. Can you see my screen? Yeah, you can begin. You can begin. Go see. First type make.com. Make.com. This is the website we're going to be dealing with, make.com. Then also go to Google and form, type Google form and create a blank form. Follow my procedures, fill it the way you want. Fill it the way you want. Responses will be linked to a sheet. We'll call this test form. If I'm a bit too fast, you can always watch this video again. We have so much to cover today, but try not to take so much of your time. So look at this. I'll share my form quickly. I'll share my form so that my automation has access to it. Remember, we're teaching you from scratch. You're setting your whole thing from scratch. Then what's test form? We're going to publish our form. Don't forget to publish your form. Emmanuel, Daniel, yes, you can start. I'm expecting that you're already going with me. Publish your form. When you publish your form, you get a link. Copy that link. If you shorten your URL, copy that link. You will need it. Go to a new tab. Go to a new tab, paste that link, and voila, we have our form. So this is the first thing we should do. This our form will be representing our users or our clients' websites, because things like this, a lead form will be placed on maybe a website or anywhere, so that as people interact with his website and click on it, he gets the leads and he gets the notification so he can follow up. Then we go back to make.com. If you're done creating the form, please let me know on the group chat. If you're done creating the form, indicate on the group chat. We have so much to cover today. If you're done creating it, let us know on the group chat, please. Yes, everyone can start. Join me quickly. Let's build this. This will be your very first automation. You're going on with two things first. You're building your first automation and you're setting up your make.com accounts. So those are two important things. You're setting up your make.com account. You get a feel of your very first automation software. Make.com is the most beginner friendly of all. That's why we're going with that. So if you're ready, then let's log in or get started, because this is the first time we're creating for everybody. So it's something everybody should follow. Get started, click get started, continue with Google. Continue with Google, please. Then you choose an account, choose your email. You will see this on your screen. Continue. Sign in quickly. Are you guys? Please follow me. You're done creating the form. Sign into make.com. It's a new account. So you should see this. It's taking a bit of time to load, but once it loads, we will have it live. I've just signed into a new make.com account. Yours might be a bit stressful. They'll ask you a few questions. Answer those questions as much as you can. If you don't want to answer so much, please skip the question. You're free to skip the questions. They don't really count. It's marketing, so just skip what you can skip. There, I'm waiting for you guys. Are you done? Let's create it. We're going to be creating a scenario. Since it's a free account, we will encounter a few challenges, but not to worry, we will solve that ourselves in the best way we can. We improvise. Please create a new scenario. Click on the create a new scenario. We're building from scratch. Can you guys see me? Can you see what's happening on my screen? We're building from scratch, please. So if you have this on your screen, if you can see this on your screen, indicate in the chat so I know, so we can proceed. I don't want to leave anyone behind. If you can see this on your screen, indicate. We're waiting. Gideon, yes, I know you're done creating your form. Please sign up to make.com. Use your Google signing up option quickly so we can be fast. Please sign in, sign in. Emmanuel, Daniel, have you signed in? Who else? Everybody sign in, sign in. I want this class to be as interactive as possible. So first, you're leaving here with two things tonight. You're creating your first automation account on the software. Make.com is our choice. Then you're creating your first live automation. Please keep in mind by the end of our 8 weeks class, you should have a very respectable portfolio which you can use to pitch for jobs. Your portfolios are very important, and we'll be building so many things. So when you're done with us, you should have a very impressive portfolio. This will be the simplest system we'll be building. Others will be more complex than this. All right, Emmanuel, you can't sign in. Use the sign ups. You're supposed to create a new account. Sign up on using the Google sign in option. Sign up, not sign in. You don't have an account with them, so you need to sign in. All right, I'll give you guys 30 more seconds. I'll give you guys 30 more seconds. Mhm. I'll give you guys 30 more seconds. Freke, Freke Silvanus, are you signed in? Have you signed up? Please, 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 you guys should hurry. Did you create the form? Have you guys created the form? Let me show you my own form. See my Google form here. You can create yours how you like. This is my own form. This is my form. Look at it. It's very simple. Name, email. What do you want to learn? AI automation. Mine is do you bot forge? Actually, I wanted to say do you like bot forge? Let me see if I can correct that quickly. Do you love, no, not like this time around. Do you love bot forge? I'm putting my love in all caps to tell you how it's important for you to love bot forge. So you see that? Aha. Do you love bot forge? Have you guys all signed in so we can start building? It's taking time to load. All right, Emmanuel, I think you might join us as we go. So the first thing we're going to be adding here is our Google Sheet trigger. A very important thing in automation, please take note, automation, there are 3 steps. There's going to be a trigger, there's going to be an action, and there's going to be a result. So the first thing we're going to set is the trigger. What will be our trigger? We're watching for new rows, when new rows are added to our form. So if we connect this form to a website, to our client's website, the moment new rows are added in, it's connected to the trigger. So we're going to add, please, please, please follow me. Please follow me. Google Sheets, please. Google Sheet. Look at this. Can you guys see this? We're adding this. Watch new rows. Watch new rows. Can you see that? Oh, Gideon, thank you. You're where I am. Can you see watch new rows? Look at this. It's watch new rows. That will be our trigger. I'm having a little network issue, so I think I might have to refresh. But if you can, do it on your end. Watch new rows. All right, give me a second. Let me refresh this. Our trigger, as I said, is watch new rows. We're watching for new rows. All right, I'm having a slight network challenge, but not to worry. Once it refreshes properly, we'll be in. We'll be in. Watch new rows. Mm. Has anybody clicked? All right, we're back. We're back. Please, we're back. Can you guys see me, please? We're back. Gideon, Emmanuel, Everybody, sorry about the little interruption, or what am I even saying? But we are back. All right, can you guys see me? We're back. Sorry about the network issue. We're back. All right, where did we stop? Where did we stop? So let's give it a few minutes for others to return. I'm sorry about the network issue. It's well, Nigeria, as we all know. Gideon, Silvanus, Emmanuel, we are back. All right, we're back. Michael, welcome back. Sorry about the network issues. I had a bit of network challenge. Well, it's a Nigerian thing. Unfortunately, we'll try and work against such an occurrence. Please inform others we're back. We're back. Where did we stop? Can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, let me know. Let us set up our trigger. Oh, the network challenge was everywhere. Oh, sorry. So it was a general challenge. Let's wait for everybody. It was a general MTN glitch. Let's wait for everybody to get back. All right, people are coming in. Welcome, welcome. Sorry about that. We're going to go back to building very, very, very soon. So, quick system. Michael, please, are you done with your form? Are you done with the Google form? Please, are you done with the Google form? Is your form looking like this or any way you want it to be? Sorry, I need to. Oh, please, please, please. Create a Google form. I don't know if you know how to create one, but this is how you create a Google form. Come here, click blank form, name it what you want. I'm naming mine test form. Choose to move from one place to another. Please click this button. Add a question. When you do that, name, add the button again, email, choose what you want. Add that button again. What do you want to learn? I gave two options, AI automations and nothing. Add again, do you love BotForge? I believe you do. Then you would have a form that looks exactly like this. All right, we have people joining us. Can you see my screen? See my screen now. So this is it. You do this, you're here, you click one button. Can you see my screen? All right, can you see my screen? Emmanuel, have you signed up to make? Can you guys see my screen? Have you signed up to make? Gideon, where's Gideon? Gideon is not back. We're waiting for others, please. We had a slight network issue. Let others join us so that we can build. We can build. We can build. I'm in the mood to build. All right, have you signed up? So this is how make.com looks. This is a blank canvas on make.com, a blank canvas. So it's going to be empty. We're going to choose our trigger once it's loading, once it's done loading. The network issue is making everything load slower, but not to worry, not to worry. See, Google Sheets. We're going to be using Google Sheet. Click on Google Sheet. Watch new rows. That will be our trigger. Watch new rows. Please go to make.com, Emmanuel. Yeah, Michael. Please go to make.com and set up your account on Make quickly. Quickly, we have a whole lot to cover today. The network has already eaten about 10 minutes of our time. Let's be quick. Let's be fast. So we click our trigger. Our trigger is watch new rows. Let me drop that on the live chat. The trigger, watch new rows. Create the Google form. Have you created the form? Please, trigger is watch new rows, as you can see here. Watch new rows. Look at this. Watch new rows. Can anybody see that? My icon. So our search part, there's no need to touch the search part because it's searching from our drive. We're going to click here to choose the file ID. This is what we're going to choose. So once this loads the right data, we're in. Sorry, we're having a bit of network challenge. So that's why. All right, please, you can do that. My drive. We're having a slight network challenge, but don't worry. Once I overcome this, I can actually go pick my ID here, my file ID from here, and paste it down there, but you won't understand that. That's what I'm trying to. I could pick my file ID from here and paste it in here, but most of you won't get that. So that's why we're trying to load it. I put my ID here. All right. Oh, I see the error. We need, please. Are you guys still here? Please ask any question you have. Ask any question you have. Look at this. You need to sign into your sheet. Can you see this? Can you guys see this? Where you sign in, you need to sign in. I actually thought this was my own account. This is a new account. This is Bodford's account. So we all need to create and choose an account. If it was mine, I wouldn't need to do that. I forgot. So the account you're going to choose is the same account where you created your form. The same email address that has your form and your Google Drive and your sheet. The same email that has the form and the sheet. That's the one you're going to choose. In this case, Bodford has the form and our sheet. So I will choose that. All right. Freke, I can see you're here. Continue. So now I have signed in. I will give it access. Please grant us the access necessary. It wants to see, edit, and delete your Google files, see, edit, and delete Google spreadsheet presentation. Grant it those access. Please grant it all. Select all here. Then continue. What happens is then we can actually load our data once the authorization is complete. All right, we're in. So that means I can actually find from here. Search by part. Or because you're starting, let's start from all. My method is going to give you a bit of confusion because of what we did. So let's come out for me and go back to how it should be looking. You can still practice tonight, please, but I want you guys here. So search by part, choose here. Please choose. I'm still having a bit of network issues here. I don't know why, but once it comes in, we're good. All right, we're in, we're in. Can you see what just dropped out here? Can you see what just dropped out here? So I'm going to choose test form. Remember, I named my form test form. Remember, I named my form, my spreadsheet here. Look at this. It's test form. Can you see that? Or should I rename it? Let me name it something else. Test form sheet. So that we can tell the difference between our form and our sheets, please. Choose your file. Refresh this again. You can practice anytime you want. Look at this test form sheet. That's our Google sheet. Then what we're going to use? Form response. Why are we using form response? Look at this. This is form response 1 here. Can you see that? Form response 1. That's why we're using that. And we're going to save that. All. Select option. We're selecting all. Select one option to continue. Choose is where you're choosing where to start. Please look at this. Choose where to start. Select all. Select all. For now, if you run this, nothing is going to happen because it's empty. The scenario is saved. It's going to be empty because our form hasn't been filled. Our form hasn't been filled. So quickly, let's fill this form. Let me fill this form. Put my name. And I'll say botforge at AM. Anything. Let's just put botforge AI at gmail.com. Do you want AI automation? Yes. Do you love botforge? Definitely, I do love botforge. When you submit this, as you've seen, I've submitted this. When I run this again, watch what happens. When we run this, we now have the result. Look at this. I wish you can see this. Name, Douglas, email, botforge AI at Gmail. What do you want to learn? AI automation. Do you love botforge? Absolutely, yes. So please do this. If you see this, let me know. We don't have so much time, unfortunately. To create a Google form, please go to Google Form. Just type Google Form. Just type Google Form. You'll see how to sign in and you create one. Fortunately, I won't be able to go back so much again. The video would always be there for you guys to watch. Another thing now we need to do is connect our email because we're sending an email. Unfortunately, you can't use Gmail for this. You can't because automations are for businesses and your personal Gmail is not considered a business account. So we're going to use Outlook. We're going to use Outlook. And on Outlook, what do? We choose send an email. Send an email. Can you see this? Send an email. So you choose send an email here. To create a Google form, please just go and type Google form. You can always come back to this video. You can always come back to this live and go through it again. So let me run through it quickly. So you put send an email. That's what you choose here. The moment you choose send an email, it's going to ask me to create a connection. Obviously, we don't have an Outlook. Most of you guys use Gmail. You don't have Outlook. So we're going to have to create a connection here. Do I have a Gmail account? No. It's redirecting me. I have to sign up. Since I don't have a Gmail account, it's trying to sign me in. No account. Let's create one. Please, you can always refer back to this video so that we can do this quickly. I don't want to take so much of your time or running late. So let's create a Gmail account at Botforge Academy. I mean Outlook account, sorry, Academy. At outlook.com. Botforge Academy. So we're going to create a password. Let's just go with Google's strong password. We're choosing Nigeria date. We're going to go. Today is January. I mean, no. Oh, this is February. Sorry, tomorrow is Valentine's. Happy Valentine's in advance. Um, so we're going to go. Let's 2026. No, that might restrict us. I don't think babies are allowed to create. So let's go with 2000. Let's just go with any bot forge AI. So that's what we're going with. All right. So once we create this account, it's going to connect direct to our. And the reason why we're doing this, remember, it's a lead system. It's a lead system that immediately takes leads from your website, in this case our Google form, and sends you an email and gives you instruction. You can configure this anyhow you want, but for now we're doing a very simple demo. I just want you to have a feel of how make.com works so you understand how automation works. Are you guys with me? All right, so I've been signed into my account. I'll save my passkey here. Don't worry about all this. Let's do this quickly. All right. New account. This is not actually part of automation, but this is happening because we're doing this how to look for a new account. I wanted to start from scratch so that everybody understands what's happening. So we're going to save that. Once it's done, I'm logged into Outlook and we can start sending the emails. So you see, it's not very difficult. I'm in. We're live. It's created the passkey. All right, beautiful. My Outlook has been connected. Accept, 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 accept. All right, we've accepted that. Once it logs in, we're in, and we can. Can you guys see? All right, it's verifying my connection. Once I'm in, we can then start creating. We're in. So what will be our subject? Let's say new lead, new lead, new lead. Look at this. This is the most important part of this. I told you it's a drag and drop. Look at this part. Look at this part. Google Sheets. This is where we're going to be dragging from. You drag what you want. In this place, our subject will be our new lead. New lead. Let's call it new lead because that will be the subject of your email. Add your recipient. What email address do you want? What email address do you want to receive this email? We're going to use this email that's connected with so we can all see. Sorry, this is a new account, so some things are a bit sketchy. But this is the best way for you guys to learn building with me from scratch. Because if I use my own account, you won't understand some of the things, and you'll be confused. At gmail.com. Then what will be the name? New lead. Let's call it new lead. Lead magnet. Let's call it lead magnet. So this is a very important part. Your email address. The email address where you want your email to land. Very important. The email address where you want the email to land. Please take note of that. Then also take note that, okay, the lead magnet, could name it whatever you want. So this is another important part, the body content. I don't have the time to arrange a very fancy, beautiful body content, which I would have loved to do. So we'll just map this directly. Name, email, what do you want to learn, and do you love BotForge? So that's it. The moment I save this, can you see how simple it is? Let's go to our Gmail so you can see. that once I run this automation, I will get an alert on my Gmail. There are so many things we can do with this. We can add routers, we can add if no, we can add filters. All that will be taught to you in the class itself. So all that will be taught in the class itself. So see, let's go back to our make. Look at this. So Google Sheets, Gmail. Let's fill our form quickly. Let's fill the form. Submit another response. I'll fill the same thing. My name, Douglas. Fill your name. Fill your own name. Freke Silvanus, Gideon, Emmanuel, Victoria. Fill whatever you want. My email, Botforge AI. Botforge AI. Because we all love Botforge, don't we? Gmail.com. Beautiful. Do you want to learn AI automation? Beautiful. Then do you love Botforge? Absolutely yes. We all love it. So I've submitted it. What happens? Typically, if we're running an already a setup system where I've published it, it will run automatically because this is a demo. So we're going to run it once from here. This is not the way you run it when you build it for a client. You set it up and you click on this button, which this button here. Once I click on this button and configure it, I schedule my run times and all that, but we will not be doing that today. So I'm just going to click on run once. So once you click on run once, it runs here. Okay, we didn't define where you should start from. Choose from all. Start from all. So we run once, quickly, runs, gets there. My emails has been sent. My email has been sent. Go check your mails. Very simple automation that can make you lots of money. But this is just the basic way. We will teach you a whole lot about this. If you don't see the mail, check your spam. If the mail doesn't come in immediately, check your spam. And when you check your spam, look at it here. New lead. New lead. Yeah, look at this new lead. It's not spam. Undo. Sorry, I went to click spam. So look at this. Botford AI sent us a new message. Douglas, look at this. This is the message. Douglas at Botford AI automation, and yes, he loves it. So this is just basic. This is just basic, as you can see. Very, very basic automation. Just came in 0 minutes ago. Look at that. This is the two results. 1, 2. Basic. So if you fill that form and you run your automation, you will always get this. You fill it, you run your automation, you will get this. This is just a very, very basic sketch. As we proceed, I'll be teaching you guys more complicated things. But we can also complicate this system a bit. Let me complicate it quickly. Let me see if I can. I'll add a router somewhere here. I'll unlink this. If I unlink this and I add a router, flow control, that will be flow control. Look at this, flow control. I add a router which splits it into 2. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I'll link this here. So what we're doing is, if he wants to learn AI automation, simply what we're basically doing is, if a lead wants to learn AI automation, email the person. If the person doesn't want to learn AI automation, don't email the person. But we won't let this empty like that. So let's just send it to Doc. So we're going to send this to Google Doc, meaning you also need to correct and authenticate again. So create a new document. Please look at this. Create a new document. Can you guys see me? Please, if you can see me, indicate in the live chat. I love it when it's interactive. I love it when it's interactive. If you can see me, as you just see, we just made the first system work. So I want to complicate it a little bit. You can always come back to this video and do it step by step. I know I'm in a little bit of a hurry, but look at this. Let's complicate the system a little bit. So look at this. I'll create a document. And what I'm saying is, if this person wants to learn AI automation, basically, send me an email. If he doesn't want to learn AI automation, well, abandon the person. So what will be the name of our document? Content. Let me call it content. Content roll number. Let's just do that. You can name it whatever you want. In our more practical classes, we will teach you all this. We will teach you more and more on how to configure this beautifully. We'll take time, we'll teach this again. There'll be lots of questions. Hopefully, your network will be a bit more friendly. I'm just mapping randomly for now. Let's choose from here. I hope my Google form has been connected successfully. So I'm choosing a random folder. The random folder will be what? Let's choose AI chatbot folder. So the document will be placed in my AI chatbot. The title of my document will be content 2 because this is 2, row number 2. Look at this. So we'll go search for this. All right, let me filter. Quickly, remember I told you that, okay, if the person likes AI automation or wants to learn AI automation, send me an email. But if the person doesn't want to learn AI automation, please don't send me the email. Send it to Google Drive, then we can follow up, maybe try to convince the person. So let's send a label here. I like automation. No, okay, preference. Let's put preference. Preference. What do you want to learn? Preference. Condition. This is very important part. This is the if and the fallback condition. This is programming. But now we're not programming with codes, we're programming with drag and drop, which is beautiful. What do you want to learn? That's my condition. I drag it in here. Remember we said it's drag and drop. Drag and drop. So we just drag it. We make it case insensitive. Please, case insensitive. So that no matter how the person types it, it works. Whether in cap locks or AI automation. So look at that. Save that. Have you seen that? You save it. Then we're going to put the if again, the condition here, preference. Please take note of that. I would love lots of questions, but this will be a fallback. This is a fallback. So if it doesn't go there, it goes here. That's basically what we're doing. What do you want to learn? Drag and drop again. Drag and drop again. Told you it's a drag and drop thing. Remember to make this case insensitive. Programmers will know this, but you're not, or maybe you are, but case insensitive. Always try to do that when you're filtering. Look at that. AI automation. So we are good to go. We'll fill our form again. But this time we're going to choose no. So because I'm choosing no, I won't put my name because I love automation and I love BotForge. But we're choosing nothing. Oh, no. There's a bit of an error with my thing. So, okay. Case is not equal to, please, not equal to automation. If we do automation, equal to, both of them will be the same. So it's not equal to. Please take note, this is equal to automation. This is not equal to. So anything that comes in apart from automation doesn't work in that place. So let's go fill the form again. Beautiful. Let's put Bala, because Bala doesn't want to learn automation. Not to be disrespectful to Balas out there. That's just the name that came to my head. Demo@gmail.com. So I know a lot of Balas want to learn automation. So we're choosing nothing in this case. Nothing. The you will love BotForge. Bala loves BotForge, definitely. Doesn't just want to learn automation. So he submits his response. Remember, we're running once. We run once from here. And look at that. Immediately, look at this. He creates a Google Doc. Look at this. Look at that. And that's because it's false. False. Look at this. He has created a new Google Doc. Look at that. The first time he ran here, we got the result on the Outlook. The second one he created, look at that. The one is here. Let's look at our results. Look at that. So let's go to the Google Doc and look for this. We'll go to Google Doc and look for this. Let's go to Google Doc and look for this file that was just created. Please, are you guys following me? Not to worry, if you can see my screen, not to worry. You can always replay this video and learn with me. The video will be out there on the group. You can do this so many times. Then look at it. Look at this. This was just created right now. Content 4. Look at that. Bala demo@gmail.com. Nothing yes. And the reason why I went there is because Bala doesn't want to learn AI automation. So this is simple routing and filtering. If you're a developer, you would know this very well. Routing, these are if conditions. If Bala wants to learn AI automation, it goes to out. I get a message, yes. But if Bala doesn't want to learn that, he goes to my Google Doc and I can follow up with him on mail and say, hey, Bala, why don't you want to learn AI automation? It's good for you. It's a good business. It's a good skill, and it will make you thousands and thousands of dollars. I've tried it. It worked for me, and I'm very sure it will work for you. So this is our simple demo system. I hope you guys will go and try this. Watch again. Try it as many times as you can. We've routed. We built a simple system. We complicated it a little. You can go back, watch, try, watch. Any questions, drop it in the group. Look at the email that we got when Douglas, that's me, wanted to learn AI automation. And look at the message Bala got when Bala did. And we can also reconnect this to even do an automation that auto reaches out to Bala. I can design another automation that comes here, picks Bala's emails and say, Bala, why are you not learning automation? You should learn that. But that will be something we will teach will teach our students beginning from Monday. So quickly, we also said we're going to demo a voice agent. We're going to demo a voice agent in this class. And so quickly, let me demo a voice agent for you guys to see. I'll be demoing a voice agent. Can you see my screen, please? I hope you can. All right, everybody can see my screen. Yeah, that's beautiful. You can all see my screen. We'll be demoing a voice agent quickly. Before my colleague comes talk about marketing, he knows how to talk about marketing because his job is going to be to teach you guys how to make money from this. A skill is useless without money. So quickly, let's demo our voice agent. This is a very important part of this also. We'll be demoing our voice agent. Once we sign in, this voice agent was built here. Can you see the screen? Was built here, AI code caller agent. We built this for a client and we connected it to a tool, Vapi. We're teaching you all this. Honestly, you'll see it's not so complicated. If you don't have the right tutors or the right person to teach you, you might spend weeks and weeks, if not months, trying to figure out these automations. But trust me, with BotForge, we can teach you how to do this in just a day or two. And then we will move from simple systems to even complicated ones. Something like a voice agent in just about, let's say, in about 3-4 classes, 3-4 lectures, you should be able to build your own voice agent. I guarantee you that for sure. So hopefully, as I communicate with my, sorry about that, a little signing error. Hopefully, as I communicate with my voice agent, you guys would be able to see, to hear. I would love for you guys to hear the voice agent. And we'll teach you how to build this. We'll teach you how to build this, definitely. So not to worry. So our voice agent, let me share the screen for that. Sorry, I forgot to share my screen. So let me share the screen for the voice agent. So I'll share my screen for the voice agent. Sorry, 1 minute, 1 minute. So we can all test out the voice agent live. Everybody listening to our voice agent, then you will love and appreciate AI automation. It's as you would think it is. Yes, without the right guidance, it would stress you out because it's not been guided. But we that know what we are doing, and you are doing because we'll teach you all that very soon. So this is what is building our voice agent. This is the back end of our voice agent. I'll show you the front end and we will make a live call once this page comes in. Sorry, it's taking a bit of time to load. So once it comes in, I will show you the live agent. This is my agent. I'll show you that live here, live. You would appreciate it. Yesterday we built a chatbot. I know most of you guys are still testing it. So this is our front end of our back end of the AI agent because there are two back ends. When it comes to voice agents, there will be two back ends. We're going to build one. We built the first one on N8N. Remember the tool I told you? Let me drop that on the comment section again. N8N. N8N. That's it. Then N8N. Then the next one is a secret tool. We'll be letting you guys in on when our all classes start fully. So that's a secret to we'll let you guys on. So this is our voice agent. Quickly, let's demo the voice agent. I hope you guys can hear me. If you can hear me, drop it in the comment section. If you can hear me, I know you can see. Drop it in the comment section. If you can hear me, let's demo this agent quickly. I would also, don't worry, we'll also drop the recording of the voice agent later tonight on our group. We'll drop the recording. So let's demo the voice agent. Please listen with me once it gets in live. Typically, this anytime you're supposed to make the calls, but because we're still demoing, it's going to do the back end. Once it's in, you will hear the voice agent and I will chat with it quickly. Don't worry, that's a bit of network issue. That's not from our automation though. Once it comes in, you will get that in. Then we will chat with our voice agent. I'm having a bit of network issues, but not to worry, not to worry. Everything is in control. Once our agent starts, then we're good. Okay, our agent is ready to talk to me. Please, I hope you can listen to this. I hope you can hear once because it's going to. Yeah, I do have a second. Ryan, good evening. Oh, Brian, thank you so much. I actually do have a team. I have a team handling that. Very impressive team, by the way. Ryan, can you hear me? Ryan, can you hear me? Sorry, we're having a bit of. Once our agent can hear me, he will continue connecting. All right, let's talk to him again. The meeting ended. Network cut the call. Let's have another call with our agent. But typically, this won't happen. It's because of our MTN issues. So not to worry about this. Ryan is going to call me back again, and we'll chat with it quickly. So we'll also teach you how to build this. We'll teach you how to build AI agent. Yeah, I do have a second. Good evening, Ryan. I do have a team managing that for me for like a week or so now. Well, most times you go to voicemail and I try to get back to them as fast as I can, but yeah, we often miss some of them. Oh, sorry about that. We're having network challenges over here. My network is bad. So, but don't worry about that. That's a typical voice agent. Our network is fluctuating. So that's a typical voice agent, Michael. I will send you a recording of one of our conversations with Ryan. We've been having series of conversations with Ryan. Mike, our clients has also had a few conversations with Ryan. We'll send all that on the group chat. And if you want to confirm that, we'll also send more info to you. So it's about time my colleague comes in and takes over to round up the class. Remember what we did today? We built a simple automation on make.com, and now we've tested another automation, although we encountered a bit of network challenge with from my end, the network is a bit tricky, but we've tested an automation from an AI code calling agent. We've tested that from N8N. So N8N is where we're getting is this is the back end of our this is the back end of our voice caller, and what you just heard was Ryan. We'll drop another call. I'm going to make another call to Ryan once the network is good. Unfortunately, our network is fluctuating, but our foreign clients have never experienced this because obviously their network is better. All right, let my colleague Peter come in and talk about marketing. Hope you guys learned something. If you learned a lot, drop it on the comment section. Type BotForge AI. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Douglas. Thank you. All right, I see we learned a lot today. Um, and by way of recap, we built a simple automation and also tried to demo a live voice called voice AI agents. Okay, one we've actually put out there in the market already. Okay, and I think that just gives you a feel for what it looks like. Okay, so I'll just be rounding up. I think we've taken so much time already. Um, I won't delay any further. I'm going to be dropping the link. You can look up there in the chat. We've dropped the link to our academic website. Okay, and we'll also be dropping it on the group. Please share it on the group. We'll also be sharing it on the group right now. Go check out the website. We are running an 8-week long program. Okay, an 8-week long program. And we have 3 tiers for the program. All right, we are running an 8-week long program where we are going to be teaching you, taking you from beginner to expert level. Okay, and depending on which tier you pick, or which tier you choose, of course, you're going to have the opportunity to work with us on clients' projects. You're going to have the opportunity to work with us live on clients' projects and have a feel for what the market is like. Okay, and of course, the full program is not free, cannot be free. All right, but um, please check out the website academy.botforge.com. Academy.botforge.com. What's the essence of these 3 days live? The essence of these 3 days live was to pre-qualify you, and you know, okay, if this is something I want to do, if this is something that feels okay for me, then I'll go ahead. But if it's not something that feels okay for you, if it's not something you're willing to be committed to, then it's good you make the decision not to be involved in it. But then, like I said earlier on, it's academy.botforge.com. We are not just teaching you how to build these automations. We are teaching you also how to sell these automations, and you're going to have live. You're going to watch us live, okay, working for clients. You can also decide to report to our physical location here in you if you're close by, and if you're not close by, we can just do live sessions for you where we get on calls with clients and where we deliver their projects so that you have a feel for the job itself, full on, more like a full on internship experience. All right. So I think with that, we can bring this today's session to a close. We've already long outstayed the time we're supposed to spend here. But then again, thank you very much for your time. If you've learned something valuable today, which was the essence of this life, if you've learned something valuable today, please drop bot forge in the comment sections as we bring this live to a close. And we're going to place the link to the academy website on the WhatsApp group. Please go check it out. Please go check it out. And Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much for your time. If you learned anything valuable today, please just comment bot forge. Comment bot forge. All right. So we will be bringing this session to a close, and I want to thank everybody for turning up. Our conversations will continue as usual in the group. Thank you very much, and good night, everybody.